Hi guys, Hayden Matthews here from Team Gond. Today I played my LLDS Stage 2 in Queensland. I finished in the top 8. Unfortunately I lost to Burning Abyss, which is actually a hard matchup because I'm playing Thunder Dragons. My other loss was just to Blightsworn, just milling lucky, but that happens I guess. He actually won the event, so well done. Firstly, some shout outs to Team Gond, obviously, Pierce and everyone. Big shout out for Brandon Deem, my best friend, for helping me out build the deck over the last few weeks. Also, Daniel Peck for all the testing. He's been really helpful for that. Unfortunately, he bubbled. Same with his teammate, which is kind of funny. Shout out to Stephen Lau, always happy to criticize me and tell me I'm wrong. Shout out to Liam DeBono for also helping me out a little bit with the deck early on before I had the deck. Also, shout out to Jesse Cotton. Even though I didn't play anything that I talked about with him, he's actually been very helpful with anything with Thunder Dragon as well, because I only just got this deck like 2 weeks ago properly. And then shout out to New Amsterdam Vodka. Gotta get on it, but that's not real. They're not really a sponsor. But big shout out to my actual sponsor, Trade Binary Collectibles. They do great stuff, good deals. Always got to check them out, especially with the new set coming out. They'll have his stock for that, and also the special edition with Summon's Hook. So we'll get into the deck. So obviously you play 3 OG, Thunder Dragon. Common's only rarity. Shut up, Brandon. I know you're gonna tell me off for that. 3 Dark. This one's really good. Like, actually, it always feels bad when you use his hand effect in your turn. Like, it's only good with you have Titan, but he just helps get hand effects and good searcher, obviously. I played 3 Raw. I don't think 3 is correct in a build without Brilliant Fusion normally. But I played other cards. I played Allure, which I didn't really like, but I had to play it for something I was doing with the deck. And then I actually really started liking deliberately banishing a Colossus that I made on the first turn and this to make Titan. And then floating into Dark to then make Colossus and Titan and getting more cards in Grave to protect yourself with. 3 Hawk is my favourite one. Combos really well with Solar and stuff like that when stuff's in the Grave. It gives you the hand effect straight away. Obviously they could Ghost Bell it, but hopefully they don't. 3 Ball. This card does love being in my hand today. I literally drew like either double or triple of this at least 4 or 5 times. I won most of the games, but against BA, it's like, with BA you have to like really flood the board, and since I'm drawing all of these sort of cards, I couldn't really do much of that. So you just obviously OTK'd me. Played Duo. This is actually, I think this is the best one, honestly. I've seen people that play this, and I'm confused that they do well. This card is actually insane. Searchable, I know it doesn't have BLS's effect, but searchable BLS thing, you banish all your cards from grave to trigger effects, it gives you a free search. Like, if it goes through researches, then sometimes you can even recycle it if it lives, so I think this card's nice. Now, I played 3 of this card. I don't know why I did, because I literally drew it 0 times. No exaggeration, like 0 times today. And it was actually really frustrating because so many times if I just had this instead, I definitely would have won games that I lost against the Lightsworn deck and the Burning Abyss deck. But yeah, it just helps you get, the token is actually super critical. Like, anyone who doesn't play this because of the other version, like, the token is so important for giving you more plays and making you be able to end on 3 or 4 monsters rather than 2 or 3 or 1, even 1. But yeah, wish I saw this more today. I actually gold sarked for it once, but I died before I got it to my hand, so good card though. 2 Denko, Sky Striker and Ulti Guys Heavy meta was there. I versed 2 or 3 Sky Strikers and beat them both, or all of them. I can't remember how many. I think it was 2. Sky Striker actually only had like 1 representation top cut, so it's just kind of awkward for me because I built this deck to verse those decks. But yeah. Hand Traps, I played 3 Ash. I only played 2 Bell, and then I played an Ogre instead of the 3rd Bell. My Captain Pierce is going to get up me for this because he hates when ratios do this, but there was solid theory without having to be silly. If I had 3 Bell, I didn't want to draw multiples. I wanted to give myself more chances to draw more interruptions if I had multiple hand traps. Ogre just seemed the best fit. Like, I decided draw. Didn't want to have just 1 random draw because that doesn't make much sense. But having 1 Ogre is not the worst. And, like, you can hit multi-roll and other things in certain matchups. There wasn't many. I think I was the only Thunder Dragon there at all. So that didn't matter much. But yeah, I don't think it came up once against Dino when I versed that, but it was just, I just thought it was better than having 3 Bell. Just having another option. Anyway, that's it for the monsters. I think it's like 27 or something. So spells, you play 3 Gold Sark, the card's nuts. It'll probably hit next list, so we'll be more like Japan after that, but yeah, this card's insane. I actually finally saw this a lot of times today, so that was good. 3 Instant Fusion, of course. Carminari on first turn with Raw is really good. 2 Call by the Grave. We'll obviously probably bump this to 3 because the ban list just put it back to 3. This card was very overwhelming earlier in the tournament. Then I stopped drawing it when I was versing the mill decks, so it was very frustrating. If I had to draw this, it would have been different games. I played 2 Allure. Again, I don't want to play 3 because when you allure, you don't want to have a high chance of drawing into another allure because you only want to trigger like 1 or 2 of your dark effects anyway. And there's not actually a lot of darks in this deck. It's mainly just dark and raw that you want to hit with this. So playing 3 just upped your chance of drawing another one and just being dead in hand. And it actually was dead in hand once today where I didn't have a dark, I didn't want to risk it, and didn't want to waste searching for this to get a dark monster to use it because I wanted to search Danko against Striker. 2 was okay. I wouldn't play it again, probably not. But just because of the 3 raw and stuff, I wanted to draw into a certain card. But yeah, I played 2 fusion. You can actually get away with 1, I reckon, but I think I like having 2 for pushing and stuff, and even maybe I have a build with 3 that I might try. This is the reason I play a Lure, because I main decked Eradicator. With an Altergeist and a Scar Striker field, it just seemed insane. And every time you have this, it's so easy to make a Colossus, or even 2 Colossus, and then resolve this, and then just win the game. The only time I did resolve it today was against Dino. I had an awkward hand, and then I drew into this the next turn. And then I just dumped the second Colossus on my field just to see his hand. And he had two double evolution pill, a fossil dig, and something else, and I cleared the field spell. So it did its job when I drew it, but yeah. I wish I drew it more, but it wouldn't help me against the matchups where I was losing. So 40 card main deck. Extra deck. Gay, Pride, Hercule. Shout out to Kai for getting me this one. And then the token thing. Not that I used this at all today, because it didn't draw solar. So you got 3 Colossus. This guy's really good. Really impressive in mirror matches, which thankfully I didn't have any today anyway. But I don't think it's correct to try and sit on this to win games. I like using it and banishing cards like Raw and stuff to make Titan, which is actually my favorite one, to push for games. Obviously, this helps a lot when you like break a Sky Striker board down and they've searched to engage or Shizuku or something. Then you just land 2 of these and they have to have so many anchors to win or they're just dead. But yeah, I might want to play 3 Titan. I'm not sure. It's never... I can't say it never comes up, because it does come up where I would rather put something else back with Fusion when I'm making the second Titan instead of putting the other one back. But it's not impossible to play with 2. And actually, it never came up where I'm like, oh god, if I had the third one, I would win, or anything like that. But this guy's really powerful, obviously. Their attack points are insane. The fact they can't die properly is really, really good. Kaminari for the instant when you open Raw and Dark, and then Thousand Eyes. I used this a few times today. Obviously, it's better in mirror matches and stuff like that. Took a Curious against the last one guy, but yeah. Link Haribo. Letter Feroncus. I play this instead of the second Summoner, because I started Mind Control. It's like making this is like you can't do this unless you have 2 Thunders. And also it just helps link with other weird stuff, like if you can't get the token into anything, or you have to like normal summon a hand trap or something weird. It just helps with that. Played Unicorn. I don't know about playing this card, but like I think you definitely need it for the mirror and like clearing Colossus and problem cards like that. But you'd neg so hard to do it, but at least it makes Letter Feroncus better, because then you actually have something you can make after that, because the other Link 3 is decode, and you can't make that with Letter Feroncus. Obviously, these cards are different when Summon Soul comes out next week, because then you can use like a Link Reaver and a Feroncus to make Summon Soul instead of decode, and then there's different combos with that. Play Saryuja, just so I can have something to link off for the Unicorn to make this, and then have 3 zones, and make things bigger. Borrowload, Borrow Sword. Really hard to make these today, because I wasn't drawing Solar at all. But when you have Solar and like Hawk and stuff, you can make these against certain matchups, and it helps you just OTK if you have like another extender or a way to access Duo plus this is just game. And then Borrowload, like it's really hard for BA to deal with unless they make their own. So if you have like Borrowload Titan or something, they can't win. But I would say I never got to that point because of how I was drawing. Side deck. The side deck will definitely change now. This is pretty specific to the event. Played 3 draw just in case I versed FTK. There was 1 there, so it was definitely worth siding this just in case. I was sided against Dino because I didn't have much for him, but yeah, it was good. 3 Twin, just for the back row decks and stuff, like Sky Striker and Altergeist and all that. There's actually Paleo there as well, if I had versed it. 3 Mind Control, I think this guy's really good. Sometimes underwhelming in the mirror, I can understand that, but again, I didn't expect many mirrors today. And that if you like Danko Sky Striker and they don't flip Eagle Booster preemptively, you just Mind Control their thing with this, turn Ray off, and then you just OTK them. Also, like taking things against BA in the last one was pretty good with this. Super Poly. I probably should have played that Fusion, the Predator or whatever it is. Just have more ways to resolve this, but I just wanted power cards. It was a 5-round event with a top 8 card. I just wanted to draw power cards, just in case I versed a mirror. Not that I thought one would be there, but just in case, I just wanted to play it. Just 2 impermanents and 2 evenly. I wanted to make space for power cards, like Order and Super Poly, so I dropped these from 3 down to 2. I think it was fine. Like, I have so many hand traps in the main that 2 impermanents, 3 draw, plus all those hand traps against FTK. Like, I understand they can make Azathoth to turn off Ash and stuff, but sometimes you can Ash and Bell them before that anyway. And obviously Auto, if you go first against Striker or something, you just have this and you win the game. And that was the deck. I finished in the top 8. Unfortunately, couldn't go all the way, but like things happen. Like, it's everyone's day sometimes, and today wasn't my day. But yeah, another mention. New Amsterdam vodka. got to get in there. It's actually terrible. Don't touch it. But yeah, check out Trade Binary Collectibles. All you need to stuff from Savage Strike. I think the next set is coming out, and also the special edition. But yeah, regional next week. Hopefully I do well, and I'll get another profile from there.